Greetings once again, citizens of YouTube. FalleJr here, and it's time to do installment number 6 of FalleJr Answers Your Stupid Ass Questions. And I'm sorry it took so long. I've been getting a few comments from people who were like, "Oh, you didn't get to mine." Well, I didn't forget them. I'm just trying to space this out a little bit. And look at this, huh? Ooh, that's a man's beer, baby. Now, that's not a trick of perspective, in case you're wondering. This really is as big as my fucking head. But it's only full halfway, FalleJr. Yeah, because it holds like 60 fucking ounces. If I filled this all the way, I'd be too thrashed to operate the webcam. Yeah, I'm getting accusations of being a misogynist now, so I've decided that I'm going to be especially manly in all my videos, just to piss those people off. I've really got to start keeping like a running tally of all the accusations I take. Like, I've been a racist, and I've been I'm waiting for them all to start contradicting each other. You know, like when there's people on one hand saying that I'm gay, and like people on the other hand saying I'm a homophobe. Because I predict eventually they're going to start warring amongst themselves. They're going to be like, "Hey, you can't call him that because I'm calling him this. Oh, you can't tell me how to pwn FalleJr." I know what's going to happen. It's going to be really funny, and I'm just waiting for that day to come. Anyway, let's get started on this. Lerpa69 asks, "What's your shoe size?" It's size 12, and in case you're wondering, it's true what they say, baby. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I really just said that. Okay, FalleJr asks, "Do you sit around and discuss either atheism, philosophy, or science during coffee breaks with the other construction workers?" Oh, dude, all the fucking time, man. And believe it or not, you know, I'm sure you guys would assume that I'm the one who instigates those discussions, and I'm not. The thing is, when you tell people you're an atheist, and I'm open about it, they will want to argue with you. Which has always been something that makes me wonder if theists are really that secure in their belief, because it's very important for them to convince me that God exists. So basically, I mentioned that I was an atheist in an offhand way at work, and ever since then, it's been this big topic of discussion every single day, and they hit me with all the classics. I get the Pascal's wager, I get the watchmaker. There's one guy that does the watchmaker every fucking day, and he just puts little variations on it, and he thinks it's like a different argument. It's like one day I'll come in and he'll say, "Well, FalleJr, you see that dumpster right there?" "Yeah, I see the dumpster." "Well, when you look at that, it's got nice geometric angles, and you know, it's clearly, it was made by someone. You would never look at that and assume that it just appeared by itself." And I'll be like, "Dude, I refuted this a fucking month ago, and it's the same argument you do." Because then I'll come in the next day and he'll say, "Oh, well, FalleJr, if you found this hammer laying on the ground, you would never assume that it just appeared by itself." And I'm like, "That's the same fucking argument, you asshole. You just changed it from a dumpster to a hammer. It's the same goddamn thing." Oh, every day, every fucking day, they hit me with this stuff. Believe me, yes, I discuss philosophy and theology and all that bullshit at work constantly. I can't get away from it. Okay, havonastudios asks, "Do you believe that man is God? That is, do you consider humanity to be the highest order of consciousness that exists? That which is as close to God as can be realistically achieved. In other words, if all living things had to be assigned a level of divinity by yourself, taking into consideration beauty, creativity, intelligence, and cognitive ability, where would you rate humanity? And where would you place yourself on said scale? Now, how does that bit go? What beauty is a man? The glory of the world, the paragon of animals, in form and movement how like an angel, in apprehension how like a god. Right? I'm secular, but I'm not really a humanist. I don't really think that all of the things that we pat ourselves on the back for are that special. They're special to us, which, makes them subjectively special, but are they objectively special? No. I don't really think that, what's all that stuff you mentioned? Beauty, creativity, intelligence, and cognitive ability. It's like we're rating ourselves on a scale that we invented. You know what I'm saying? For one thing, I think human intelligence is sort of a curse in some ways. If you just evaluate it from a completely survival standpoint, I mean, do you see zebras committing suicide because they can't deal with the existential isolation of their existence? Our lives are more complicated than they need to be, and I think that our intelligence is the reason why. I think it's kind of an evolutionary mistake. And that's not really, I'm sure that's not a popular opinion in any circle, among theists, atheists, or anybody else, but I don't give a fuck, I'm not really concerned with holding the popular opinion. And I think it's important for people to believe that they're special, if they need that, but I really don't need it. I don't have a need in me to believe that I'm anything more than an animal. I think I'm just here. It's basically an overly complex and convoluted means to process chemicals. And there's a Joe Rogan clip in my favorites right now where he espouses this theory that human beings are more or less like a complicated form of bacteria, and that's pretty much the way I see it. I mean, we're just here to process those elements. That's really it. There's nothing special about us. And beauty, creativity, and art and culture and all that. All that stuff is neat, and it's a nice diversion while you're doing your thing before you die. So if you guys want to take a whole lot of pride in all that stuff, that's fine, but don't drag me into it. I don't think human beings are any more special than any other animal. I don't think we're really a higher order of animal. There seems to be this belief that we're more evolved than other animals. No. Evolution has given us what we need to get along in our environment and to survive and fend for ourselves. And a slug has the same ability. It's got what it needs to do its little slug thing. We're not more evolved, we're just evolved differently. And I think you could make a pretty good case that, we got the short end of the stick in a lot of ways. And I think I'm just about out of time. And I didn't get through that many questions. Shit. Alright, fake saying out.